Your question. He wants to know where you went to school.
Where what?
Where you went to school.
Before where?
When you went to school. When you were little.
Oh, 4 years old?
Where did you go to school?
Well, we lived out in the country then. Pop had bought a farm, and we lived out there. And I had 7 miles to go to darn school.
Was it a one-room schoolhouse?
Mm-hmm. And it was 2 classes. No, it was more. It was all classes, really. We'd have a row of this and a row of that and this and that. And it was a country school.
How long did you go to school?
I went to the first year of high school, and that was it.
And then you probably left when you got married, right?
Yeah. Yep. Summer vacation, I got married.
And they didn't let married women in school, probably.
Well, not in them days.
Yeah.
Well, that's who I named Monette after, is my teacher.
I did not know that. I didn't know that. Does she know that?
Her name was Monette Taylor.
Really?
I remember that.
See? There's a lot you remember.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Were there any other, names that, that?
They had a high school. And it was a pretty good one, too, they said, because they built it right out of Chicago.
Oh.
And after that, why, there's some educated kids, but not me. I wasn't.
What city was the school in? What city?
West Frankfort.
It was in West Frankfort?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's West Frankfort. Okay. Still the same old school there, not yet.
How old were you when you came to Michigan to here?
How old was I?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I was still 15. So it had to be, I got married on June the 2nd, and we come up here just before Christmas. And we didn't do anything like we used to do, but we enjoyed it anyway.
I'm sorry, what year were you born? If I may, can I ask that question?
What year were you born? What year? What's your birth date?
1912.
1912?
Right.
August 20th, 1912?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when you were 15, it was 27? Did I just do that right? Yeah. 1927. So how did you get from Frankfurt to Michigan? How did you
when did we get in Michigan?
How did you get here?
Yeah, car.
Did you come by car or train?
Bus.
Bus.
A bus?
Yeah, they didn't have nothing but buses in them days.
Very nice.
Do you remember the first time you were in a car?
Well, my dad had a car.
Okay.
I couldn't remember when he didn't have a car.
Okay.
But it was one of them old Dodge touring cars. You know what a touring car is? No windows in it at all, just the top and the back. And that's the only car we had for quite a few years. And we were lucky to get that one, or Pop was, because what he had went to town, and he seen a car sitting on the street, Main Street, and he asked the guy there, said, what's that car is sitting in the middle of Main Street? And that guy said, well, we were trying to sell it and said nobody will even look at it. They're afraid of it. Well, Pop did know about cars because by him being in the ball team, I guess he learned a lot of things that other guys didn't. And so that guy told Pop, you want to buy it? And Pop said, yeah. I said, how much you asking? And settled.
How much did he pay for it?
I don't remember. It seems to me like it was like $500 or $600.
Well, that sounds about right for that time.
Yeah. I'm not sure though about that because for it to be a brand new car, that guy just drove it out from Chicago, and I don't know where they got it there, but he sure was eager to sell it. And Pop paid him the cash, and he was satisfied.
Well, good.
Why were people scared? People didn't know about cars, or like you said, people were scared? The car was on Main Street?
On Main Street?
And people were scared?
In the middle of Main Street.
Why were people scared of the car?
He's trying to stop people. You know, make them stop and look at the car and talk them into buying it.
Well, and they were all farm people, and they didn't want.
Well, there was a lot of people in town. There was 1,800 and something of people in West Frankfort then.
Okay.
And it worked up until we had 18,000. A lot of people got married.
Yeah. When you moved to Michigan, where did you live when you moved to Michigan?
In River Rouge, that was our first place. In River Rouge on Leroy Street. We lived had the awfulest basement apartment. They in them days they didn't know what apartments was. We lived in that till we got a bigger place. And
When did you get a bigger place, and where was it?
well, it was in River Rouge again, and it was on. Well, that I forgot again.
Well, you'll remember.
Huh?
You'll remember.
Yeah. It was in River Rouge yet.
Okay. Did you ever live in Delray?
Yeah, we lived in Delray. That's when we come back from Cleveland after the war was settling down. We come back to Michigan, and that's where we moved.
Was to Delray? Because I know Mom said that they would go. Mom told me that they would walk by Fort Wayne, and the prisoners would come to the fence. Did you ever have any experiences like that?
Oh yeah, we one time we even went over to Fort Wayne and was just looking in, seeing what it was in there. And there's guys come up to the fence, and they said, if you'll get me some cigarettes, well, I said, I'll pay you. And we were so shocked that he would speak to us. And a German, they had German prisoners in there.
Was it German or Polish?
Well, I don't know. We call them German. They're just somebody.
Somebody from a different country, huh?
Yeah.
So how long did you live in that area?
Until we got married.
Till you and Flem got married?
Flem.
Okay. Where did you work?
Oh, well, do you mean all the time?
During when you lived in Delray?
When we lived in Delray, I worked at Neisner's. There's no Neisner's there now.
What was it?
A dime store.
Oh.
Old dime store.
There is one? Oh.
Nope. He wanted to know what it was. I told him it was a dime store.
Oh. Yeah, boy, it was a good old...
Was that the Neisner's in Wyandotte that you worked at?
You went...
Did you work at the Neisner's in Wyandotte?
Oh, we lived in Wyandotte. On Hudson Street.
Okay. When you worked at Neisner's, though,
Oh,
was it the one in Delray or the one in Wyandotte?
Well, no, when we lived in Wyandotte, we had our own store.
Okay.
What store?
Grocery store.
Oh, you owned your own grocery store?
Was Kelly's... What was it? Lord sakes.
That was Jimmy that owned the grocery
Yeah,
store?
I still lived with Jimmy then. I didn't get divorced until I moved up on Harbo, and after just after we come back from no, it wasn't either. Oh, we lived on. Oh no, I'm getting mixed up now.
So, but you lived in Delray. Was it next to St. Cantius Catholic Church?
Right, yeah, but right by St. John's.
Right by St. John's? St. John Cantius?
Yeah. And oh, well, I forgot. I'll tell you.
Did you work at Great Lakes Steel?
What?
Did you work at Great Lakes Steel?
That's where I worked at Neisner's, is because Jimmy lost his store by not tending, and it was pitiful because, boy, we dropped from top to bottom.
Doesn't take much sometimes.
Yeah, we splattered good.
Did you, when you first came up here to Detroit, did you have any acquaintances with the Purple Gang?
With who?
The Purple Gang?
Purple Gang.
Yeah. The Purple Gang. Did you hang out with them or anything?
No, I don't know what you're talking.
The gangsters? The Purple Gang? You know, like with Al Capone and all that? Did you know any of them?
No, I never did. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Okay. Doggy.
Hello.
Ow!
Oops. Oh. Come here. Come here.
Doggy.
I got her. Sasha!
Sasha.